Let's see if anybody would like to show up for a live stream. Hello, folks. How's it going? Can y'all hear me? Everything sound good? Woo. Listen to those fans kicking off. La 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 la. Awesome. Thank you, Brian Chambers. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all having a wonderful Friday evening? I'm not interrupting Beers with Bot Grinder, am I? Because I would hate to do that. I've done that before. It is not what I intend to do. I don't want to hone in on bots territory. Good to see all y'all. Thank you for coming on. So, what have y'all thought about the what do y'all think about the recent episodes? I was definitely trepidatious to interview Chad Nowak, and it turned out to be awesome. He's such a great guy. And oh no, Wombat, oh no, I interrupted Bot Grinder. Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Bot, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you yet again. I should have checked your live stream first. I was just goofing around, decided I would mess around. Bot Grinder is the bomb. So we went from like 10 viewers at 42 right now. Oh my god. Hey, thank you. I did get a haircut. Thank you, Leafy FPV. Oh, I can't even keep up now. Yes, you guys go back to Bot and tell Bot I said hello. Hello, Bot Grinder. Mike Chin, how are you doing, buddy? You know, folks, I got news for you. You might possibly see Mike Chin on the Mullen show. Someone told me that might happen, and I can't promise it, but it may happen. Beers with Mike. Wrong. Oh my goodness. You guys are awesome. All right, go back to Bot Grinder if you're not here. There's you know what? There's no news, but thank you, Leafy. And Funk, I mean, I guess the bot swarm's gonna come over for the penis, but who knows? Beers with Mike. I'm gonna stay here. You guys go see Bot because I hear he is very entertaining on a Friday night. But all right, you know what? Sky and Water, I would love to talk to Tommy. I would also love to talk to Charpoo. And Charpoo is really hard to get a hold of. And if I could get a hold of him, that would if I could interview Charpoo, I might just end the whole Michael Rollins show. Like that might just be it. Because that would be peak. I don't know that you're going to go any further beyond Charpoo than that. I mean, who are you going to talk to after Charpoo? Yeah, but he definitely would be a fun one to interview. Tommy as well. Tommy and I have actually touched base before. At the time, it wasn't a good time for him. So I may reach out to him again. Little Birdie told me that Stinger Swarm may show up. I don't know. But that would be a fun interview, I'm pretty sure. Who else? Let's see. Dude, I've already interviewed Cricket. You need to go look back. You know what? Chris LaRue would be a good one to interview. Big data pimp, big data pimp. Who wants to see an interview with big data pimp? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually, so one of the things I probably should talk about that I think is important is October is going to be dedicated to guys that are not famous, quote unquote, in the FPV space, guys that are giving a lot, and I should say folks because it may not be all guys, but folks that are giving a lot but may not be enjoying the benefits of fame or a big fat paycheck. And I'm calling it Give Back October. And I can tell you right now, Mike Chin's the first one you'll see. But I want to make sure that I don't, someone asked me in the comments, what are you going to do when you've interviewed all the famous people? And I was like, man, there's so many other stories to be told, because it's not just about like the famous people, the famous folks. It's about the stories in FPV, and there's so many good stories. And anyways, I hope that y'all enjoy October. It'll probably, it's not going to be like drawing in the same crowd that a Steele or a Chad Noack or some of the big names will. But I hope that you guys enjoy it and stick with it, because I think it would be awesome to see some of the smaller stories told, because there are some good stories to be told. Quad Squad FPV. You know what, Yannick? Bruce from XJet would definitely be a great interview. And I saw that big data pimp. Bruce did give me a big shout out. I reached out to him and said thank you. Um, yeah, there's a ton of folks that. Let me ask you this question: would you rather see like the folks that are on the cutting edge now, or do you guys want to see the history of the hobby? So would that be so? For instance, interviewing the guy Dominic that created Clean Flight, Metal Danny, some of those old guys that I honestly had never even heard of until I had is it Domic? But yeah, it basically like sub super deluxe says um there's a whole lot of history here, and there's a whole lot of history to be told. And I keep thinking that it would be fun to tell some of that story. Um, thank you, Yannick. I appreciate it. Um, Clean Flight, the story behind the Clean Flight Beta Flight, was it a fork, or did they? I mean, it seems like one of them was, I think Beta Flight was a fork of Clean Flight. Yeah, I may have to reach out and do that. I've actually had a couple people that have said that they could put me in touch with them. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened to Vec. I haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he's just taking a break on a hiatus. Beta Flight was a Focus to Clean Flight. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. But anyways, yeah, we're doing Give Back October, big Give Back October. And after that, into November and December, we'll see what happens. A little docu series on the race flight mess. Yeah, when God, what are the names of the folks involved there? Yeah, when the source code got released, and that was a mess. I've got I've got feelings on that one. Night Fury and Junebug. I know Night Fury. I don't know Junebug. You guys, how about production value? Do you guys care about like, I've been trying to figure out a way that I can get the resolution up from the 720 that it is to something like a 1080, but does that even matter? What do you guys think about that? Let's see, now I take a moment and I pause. Red 5, FPV. Um, I've been so a lot of the interviews are filmed over Skype. Um, oh, really? I didn't know that the guy from Get FPV used to work in Apple. Not really. It looks fine. Thank you, Super Deluxe. Um, Big Lou, how's it going? And Stacy Abshire at the same time. Um, yeah, definitely. Uh, I've, so I don't know if y'all, this mic, let me tell you the story of this mic. So I interviewed Joshua Bardwell, and as soon as he popped up on Skype and spoke, I was like, my God, man, you sound so good. And it was this Rode into USB that he was speaking on. And so I just said, man, you sound good. That's amazing. Didn't think much of it. And the next day on Skype, Joshua asked me for my address. And I just jokingly said, are you going to come visit? And I gave him my address. Well, a few days later, this mic shows up in Amazon, shows up in an Amazon box. And Joshua Bardwell sent me a Rode into USB, which has led to a huge improvement in the sound quality, which I think is um, probably the most important part of all of this, because if my suspicions are right, a lot of you guys are not necessarily paying attention to the video, but listening to it. Hey, Tony, I think he came in late, but yeah, Mike Chin's going to be on. He's going to be part of Give Back October. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, it's bug Josh. Well, I don't know what Josh is listening to, but there's not a whole lot of, now that I've got an actual office for my normal job, there's not a whole lot going on in here. But anyways, yeah, I thought that was a pretty awesome thing for Joshua Bardwell to do, and it really just shows, I think, his character. I mean, it certainly wasn't anything I asked for, and it was a super pleasant surprise. And someday I hope that I can pay that forward to the next whoever is, the up and comer. Lou, I don't know if I'm big time yet, but maybe one day. And Lou, I think one of our friends is going to be on the show during Give Back October. I think that you will enjoy that one. There may actually be an in-person interview here locally. So we'll see. I gotta figure out the logistics of that, but we may have a little bit of in-person interviews. And I got texts coming in. My people are talking to me. So anyways, yeah, look, we've been live for 13, 14 minutes now. Guillermo, so do you make Joshua, are you Joshua Bardwell's editor? I'm going to talk to a plain old pilot. Let me know. Definitely. Junebug. Ah, okay. Junebug and Night Fury. That actually, thank you, Double A. That actually rings a bell. I've not gone and looked. And Night Fury is Sean Taylor, right? Okay. Thanks, Guillermo. I don't know. An intro is an interesting thought. I don't know that I need an intro. But Lou, that would probably be fun to have, is a Shelby Vole. I haven't done much wing stuff. I'm kind of afraid of wings. I'm afraid that, like quads, if I get a wing, or if I even see a wing fly, I'm gonna be like, this is it. This is what I want to do. And later, Stacy. If I get a wing, God, that would be terrible. I hardly have enough time as it is to fly quads. I don't I mean, I shouldn't tell you all this. I don't think I've flown in like 3 or 4 weeks just because everything's broken at the moment. Um, Guillermo is really Alex. Right? Night Train, that's kinda where I'm coming from. I'm like, you know what? So the guy in here, Big Lou, he's one of the OGs from this area, and he loves himself some wings. The guy can fly a quad, but the wings are where I think his heart really lies. And, yeah, you still fly both? Okay. Um, hey, listen, playing crazy. If you were close, I would definitely do it. I hate fixing quads. Oh, I hate building them. I hate fixing them. I just want to fly them. That's the thing I want to do. And so we spent all this money here recently on getting the boys equipment, and we had a big build day, but we only got halfway through their builds. Hold on, I'll pull them down. So a lot of it's donated parts. Um, this is the raggy frame when we went and visited Rotor Riot, and I'm interested to see how this is going to do because one of my boys is a pretty decent pilot. He's going to be better than I am for sure. The other one is still learning, um, and so we got about 3/4 of the way through these builds, and then had to stop because it was taking so long. So I gotta figure the time to get the next bit out. So yeah, and a night train. I'm interested to see how the raggy does because it sure does seem indestructible. It seems purely indestructible. Um, Pretty crazy. Good stuff. They've got low kV motors on them, so it'll kind of give them some training wheels. But anyways, that is the yeah, Trap Shadow. It is. Both of my boys love it. As a matter of fact, one of my oldest son called me tonight. They were out playing a big game of Manhunt in the neighborhood. He's like, "Dad, can I borrow the Mavic? Because I want to be able to like do aerial reconnaissance of the other team." It's like, no, you can't borrow the Mavic to do aerial reconnaissance. That's not gonna happen. But funny stuff. All right. I think we're gonna call it at that. My voice is starting to give out. I appreciate you guys for coming out and hanging out and sticking around, and appreciate Bot Swarm. That was hysterical. I'll have to interrupt his show again pretty soon. And if any of you guys are not back on the Bot Swarm, then you should go back and do it. Big Lou, we need to do it. I need to get in the air here locally and get some community under my belt. Oh, so Alan Nichols next interview. So Jet Jordan Temkin is going live on Sunday. If you're a patron, then you get to hear it tomorrow. So that is it. Thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate it, and peace out. Now, how do I end this thing? There we go.